My name is Justin, and welcome back to the Somnium Files. We are continuing where we left off. We just went and synced with Mizuki's mind and found out she's got a lot of trauma going on in there, which I kind of expected. We kind of knew that before we even went in her mind, but there was a few things that kind of piqued our interest, and I want to continue on here and see if we can follow up with those. So we got to make a phone call here.
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
Hello?
This is Kaname Tate from the MPD. I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she remembers us.
Is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere.
Oh, I was expecting her to, or him to ask her what she's wearing. What are you wearing right now? Khakis.
Lock the door and stay at home.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Okay. But if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
No.
Then go on a date with me.
No.
A date?
Definitely not.
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
Why are you putting yourself in danger? We're trying to save you, woman.
All right. Understood.
Understood?
Great! Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Fine. Just don't go outside, okay?
I mean, it seems like he's trying to protect her, and by going on a date with her tomorrow, he would be right by her side, so it would kind of work out.
If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history. See ya!
Okay.
What was that? A phone call?
Yes. That's why we said, hey, I need to call somebody. I guess we were kind of talking to Aiba in our head, but...
It's nothing.
That's why we're talking to nothing. Alright. Let's see what Mizuki's doing.
Mizuki, I saw something strange in your dream. Iris, she was frozen. She was dead. What was that? Tell me, Mizuki, please.
Date, there is no point attempting to speak with her. Mizuki's aphonia has not healed.
But that's hard, because we need to ask her questions. There's a lot going on in there.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me something. In your dream world, I heard a phone ring. Did you hear that somewhere? Or did you just imagine it?
Date, there's no point talking to her. You couldn't heal her. Her symptoms haven't improved. She'll be sent back to the hospital. Maybe the doctors can help her.
I feel like the point in me asking these questions, though, isn't necessarily trying to get an answer out of her. I mean, we're asking for an answer from her, but she's not going to give us one. But I feel like the point is for us to be able to kind of recollect what we learned and then kind of go based off that. Sometimes, like, talking about something out loud, even though you're not going to get an answer, kind of helps you get an answer.
Mizuki, I have to ask you. You got a Nile message yesterday, and then you went to Bloom Park. Who sent you the message?
I checked her phone, but the history was wiped.
I am trying to identify the sender now, but it will take some time.
Mizuki, when we found you at the merry-go-round, you were holding the ice pick.
It's also entirely possible if we ask her a right question, maybe like we'll get some kind of reaction out of her.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I trust you. I just want to know why you were holding it. Answer me, Mizuki.
Date, please.
I feel like I've given some kind of theories about that. It's entirely possible she just got to the crime scene, found that, decided she didn't want it defacing her mom, and then kind of took it out. I mean, I think I've said that earlier, but...
Yelling at her is counterproductive.
Damn it.
It definitely seems like she wasn't supposed to be there, though. It seemed like there was something going down, maybe some kind of shady deal between Shoko and somebody, and Mizuki just kind of happened to be there and get involved. Okay, let's talk to the boss. Do you believe in prophetic dreams?
Where is this coming from? Oh, I see. This is about the body you saw in Mizuki's Somnium. Her name is Iris Sagan, the girl you went to Bloom Park with today.
How do you know that?
Iba told me.
It is one of my duties to deliver regular investigation reports.
So you're a snitch, huh? What if I was withholding that information for a purpose?
It didn't go well.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a pretty big roadblock to our investigation. Because, I mean, if she could talk to us, this would be a lot easier. It seems like she knows a lot, but maybe she doesn't want to tell us something.
But it's not all bad. The sink wasn't a total waste of time.
No, there was definitely a lot more questions that have been brought up now, but I'm trying to figure out when are we going to get answers to some of these.
We found clues.
Clues. Right.
Which is good, because we did run out of clues. I mean, the police didn't really find anything, and they weren't going to solve the mystery without being able to go a little bit deeper. Yeah, I want to ask about that ringtone.
Boss, I heard a ringtone in Mizuki's Somnium.
I know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's real or something Mizuki invented. But if Mizuki really did hear that ringtone...
Then there must have been a phone somewhere on site.
Did CSI report anything like that?
No, nothing. They searched the site, but didn't find a single thing. No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Yes, I did remember
Isn't it
that.
incredible? I invented it.
I invented it.
So we know about
proud of
everything you
himself.
saw. The phone, the frozen corpse. Prophecies, huh? That's why you called Iris.
I don't know, have you guys ever had a weird dream that maybe like correlated to reality? I don't know if necessarily any of my dreams actually happened the way they happened in the dreams, like in reality, but they've definitely like inspired me to change things about my life. I've definitely had dreams where like something like scary happened and it kind of like shook me and I was like, oh, I need to do something, or I need to change something about myself. I've definitely had dreams like that. What about you guys? Have you had anything that like similar to me, or have you had something that like happened in a dream and then happened in reality? I don't feel like that would be very common. I think a lot of people, and especially for me as well, like I have a lot of nonsensical dreams, but occasionally I have one that like, I don't know, seems really realistic to me, but not too often.
But Date, come on.
I know, a dream is just a dream.
I mean, that's what you would think, but I don't know, a lot of people swear by their dreams. Like, their dreams are warning them or telling them something.
Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality, but still. I just have this gut feeling.
Date, are you alright? Perhaps the sink is causing negative side effects.
I hope that's all it is.
I don't know. Better to be safe than sorry, I think. Okay, what do we need to do here? I guess we need to talk to Pewter about it. Let's ask him about the prophetic dreams.
Ah, the corpse you saw in Somnium. You're wondering if that was some kind of vision of the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. As a man of science, I don't believe in such things. Prophecies and the like. However, if it was a prophecy, I would suggest the girl wear some kind of metal plate.
Huh?
You saw her. She was stabbed countless times in the back. She could have used some stab-proof armor or something.
Wow, genius. But who's gonna walk around with a bunch of metal on their back? That would weigh a ton.
Just indulging in the fantasy of real-life prophecies.
Pewter, I don't think you get out much, do you? You kind of seem like the guy who's a little awkward and just kind of devotes himself to whatever his passion is, and he doesn't do anything else in life. Except for wear this weird outfit.
Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
True.
You see?
I don't know. Maybe Mizuki knew something we didn't. Let's ask him about the ringtone.
I know about the ringtone you heard.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to make something of this ringtone. I don't think it's just a coincidence because Date seems really focused on it.
But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Did Mizuki actually hear that? Or was it just a dream? Or her imagination?
But why would she be imagining a ringtone of all things?
That's what I'm trying
really
to find
random.
out. Can you analyze the sound or something?
Unfortunately not.
I mean, I feel like he could. He could look up what model that phone comes from. I feel like he just doesn't
In a
want to do
normal
it.
dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it.
Okay.
Dreams are first-person experiences.
So it's like an FPS.
However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The syncer dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play. The subject is the author, director, and actor. The syncer is merely the audience.
I don't know, because it seems like with Aiba, we were really interacting with her subconscious. I wouldn't even say that's true at all. It felt like we were really manipulating what exactly was happening, because we were in this world of Mizuki's creation, and we were just interacting with it and trying to work with the how do I want to put this? We're having to work with like the physics and how everything in there worked. Essentially, I'm trying to think. There's a word for that, and I can't think of it. Like we were having to play by her rules, so like there were certain weird things we had to do that kind of interacted with the environment and changed it. Like we had to blow up a balloon super big, which is unrealistic. You would never be able to blow it up that big, but we did, and then it brought up the cage. Things like that. We had to kind of play by her rules and figure out how it worked. Alright, summarize it for me.
I think I'll go to Bloom Park again.
Looking for the phone?
It might be there, it might not. I just want to be sure. Take care of Mizuki, okay?
Yeah. Leave it to me.
Oh, we have to go to our map. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and head here. So far on the map, we've only been able to travel to like one place at a time. I wonder if there's going to be a part where we have to kind of figure it out ourselves. We have to kind of just select from different options and then kind of go there and find something. I would like that if we kind of had like, here's a hint, here's a clue of what you need to be looking for, and then go do it.
The body of Shoko Nadami was found. Her body was recovered from the now-defunct Bloom Park in the Kawasaki district. Autopsy reports revealed that her time of death was roughly 5 p.m. last afternoon. Police have determined that the victim was killed elsewhere and then brought to Bloom Park to be put on display. The MPD has expanded the scope of their investigation and are encouraging anyone with any information to come forward. In other news, at 6:10 p.m. today, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo,
What's going on
a
here?
traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. As a result of the pileup, 1 man was sent to the hospital unconscious in critical condition. 6 other individuals were treated for minor injuries. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Is that supposed to be related at all? Interesting. It just seems random that they would kind of lump those two together. So it is Saturday at 8:13 now. So we need to be looking for the phone, I guess. I'm not really sure how we're gonna find that here. It seems like the police already covered the area pretty well. Oh boy.
Who are you? Wait, are you a ghost?
Idiot. It's me.
Who you? Me?
It's me.
Whom?
I said me.
But are you a ghost?
I'm not a ghost.
Then Aiba?
Date, you're so dumb.
But why?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality.
Dang, that's cool. I like it.
You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Dante is 0 IQ. Alright, I want to ask about the ringtone.
It
That
was
seems to
somewhere
be
around
what we're
here,
going
right?
on right now.
Where I heard the phone ring.
Affirmative.
The source can't be far. The phone must be nearby.
I do not know if it actually exists. Dreams consist of memories, but that does not mean that they perfectly mirror reality. In fact, it is more common that what occurs in dreams is distorted.
I would agree with that. I would definitely say a lot of dreams I have especially are just out there. Like, they have a mixture of reality and, like, real things, but they're not, like, necessarily memories. Like, it might be taking things I've seen and kind of recreating something that's not a real memory, just kind of makes it... It seems so real that it's like a memory, but it's not.
For example, the events witnessed in the last Somnium were absurd, exaggerated, or otherwise warped.
Yep.
Clearly, they do not represent exactly what happened in reality.
Yeah, I think it kind of takes emotions and feelings and kind of amplifies them. So to her, it felt like her world was like maybe spinning rapidly. Like there was so much going on. There was lightning, and it was just very chaotic. And that's probably how Mizuki felt at the time.
The ringtone as well.
Mizuki didn't necessarily hear it.
I do think the ringtone, though, I do think that was somewhere in there. Because, like, we're talking about subconscious thoughts in a dream, right? So I feel like subconsciously she could have heard the ringtone even if actively she wasn't focused on it and aware of it.
I understand that, but it's our only lead.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's something we need to pursue here.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it. Be Reika from Tiefblau.
What is it? He's trying to get her to change her
I
appearance.
will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
Because I won't. Alright, good enough for me.
I am connected to your brain via artificial nerve. I am part of your working brain. Our minds are one. During the sync, when the data that constitutes your ego is transferred, some of my main programming is also transferred. That is why I appear in Somnium. Do I even need to explain this sort of thing to you? I have experienced syncing many times with you, although it is true that I have never appeared to you in this form. As
Yeah,
I
I'm
mentioned
trying to figure
earlier,
out.
I cannot say for certain if there was a phone here. However, if there is, it must be well hidden. CSI has already searched the area thoroughly, but they did not discover anything.
Well hidden, huh? Maybe a place you can't see with the naked eye.
Maybe we could use our x-ray vision.
Let me see. I need to analyze the surroundings. It is certainly the case that the phone would be placed somewhere not readily visible to the naked eye, if it exists at all.
I mean, do I need to look around? Okay, yeah, let's start x-raying stuff. Can I move around more?
Look at that.
It appears to be a smartphone.
Oh, interesting.
I knew it was
I didn't
in the
even
horse.
notice that, honestly. I was like, what am I supposed to be looking at here?
Don't lie. You doubted me.
So how do I get it out?
I cannot find any weaknesses or seams in the horse's body. The horse's neck does not detach either.
There must be some hole or something.
Yeah, there has to be something. That
I
they put
found
in
one.
there.
Where?
The mouth of the horse. I might be able to fit inside. One moment.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I was just like, what am I supposed to be looking at here? Am I supposed to be like scanning the surroundings?
Yes. Good job, Iva.
Clue list. Okay.
Iva, who owned this phone? The number is...
Told Iva the number. The results came back quickly.
This is a rental phone.
a rental.
The owner is unknown. It is registered under a false identity.
Come on.
That's not gonna help us.
Date, look at the device history.
It's gone. No outgoing call history.
What about the incoming history?
Only one call, 9:02 p.m. yesterday.
Mizuki and Ota discovered the corpse at approximately 9 p.m.
Mizuki must have heard this phone.
That would connect to what we experienced in Somnium.
Okay, perfect.
Who is the caller?
Their name isn't displayed. The number isn't in their contacts. In fact, there are no contacts. No numbers at all.
Oh, no email addresses or browsing history. That could be a clue either. Just the one call, that call at 9:02. I had Aiba look up the number.
This number is also from a rental phone. No owner is registered.
Oh,
What happened?
the battery died. The screen turned off.
That's unfortunate.
Aiba, remember the number I just gave you?
Of course.
Call it.
Whose number is this gonna be?
My name is Kaname Date. I'm with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Are you an idiot?
They hung up.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, you get a number from the police and you're involved in some murder. You're not gonna answer. You're not gonna talk to him.
What kind of low IQ ignoramus calls a suspicious number and says they are from the police?
I couldn't help it. I wasn't ready. I just said the first thing that came into my head.
You told me to call.
I didn't think it would work.
Disappointing. There is no other word for it.
You're telling me.
Oh boy.
Aiba, can you call it again? I'll be ready this time, I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, trust.
All right, let's see what he says this time, if they even answer.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Damn, call deny.
Call deny?
Yeah, call denied.
Oh, the thing Reika from the Cabaret Club did to your number.
Damn, you remember that?
What happened here? Oh boy. Yeah, I think we should,
Near
Figure
3rd
that
Street,
out.
Shinjuku.
Wow, okay, you have all that information on hand.
That's a wide range. Can you tell if they called from a smartphone?
They did. I can tell from the number.
Does it have GPS?
The phone is likely capable of that function, but it has been disabled. The power also appears to be off. I cannot connect from any line because you blew it.
Yeah, I'm sure they ditched that phone. All right, call Reika.
What? Why?
I want to hear her voice.
She put you on call deny.
Can't you try from another line?
I can, but I won't. Use a payphone if you want to call.
I want to call whoever this lady is. With a traditional line or Nile message, I can have Aiba help me. Aiba's connected to my line wirelessly as well, so even when she's outside of my eye socket, I can talk normally.
Probably someone involved in the incident. They hung up as soon as they heard you mention the police, then refused further incoming calls. That behavior is at the very least suspicious.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get blamed for this crap, do you?
Unknown, but it does appear to be deliberate.
I'm wondering if that was just a place they could stash it, and that's kind of what they did with it, or why they would have done that.
Did the culprit do this? Or did someone else? And for what specific purpose?
Gosh, this game really likes introducing new things and introducing new questions, and then never answering old ones.
Aiba, let's get going. There's nothing more here.
Where are we going? Iris's house?
Yeah, I'm curious.
About your prophecy? Absurd. It was nothing.
Let's hope so.
I don't know, if I would have asked about Shinjuku, could we have gone to Shinjuku?
There would be no point to that now. The recipient is alerted to our presence and likely on the move.
We don't even know
Right.
who we'd be looking for anyways, so... Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and go there. Make sure Iris is okay. I'm wondering if Iris maybe can help us figure out more of this, about what's going on here. Dang, it's pretty late at night.
Coming!
Didn't we tell you not to...
Date!
She wants to go on a date with Date.
Date, you have confirmed that Iris is safe. Are you done here?
I know.
I like using ... as my answer. I feel like it's very vague, and you get to kind of have the other character say something.
By the way, where's your mom?
She left earlier.
She working?
She got a Nile message from
Or
someone.
no? Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking she's a teacher. I don't know why I was thinking she was a nurse. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry.
She looked kind of panicky, too.
Where did she go?
Dunno. She didn't tell me.
That's concerning, because we saw that she dies, too. I'm wondering if there's an order to this. So we saw in our Somnium that she died. And then we saw later in Mizuki's Somnium. In Somnium. Very confusing language here. That Iris died. So I'm a little concerned about that.
I'm hop, hop, hoppy happy. Hop, hop, hop. Rabbit goes hop. Why do you ask?
Alright, can we leave?
Oh, well, you see...
Never do that again, Asa. Never.
Because I saw your dead body in a dream. Are you seriously going to tell her that?
You hush.
Date! You came, but aren't you a little early?
Huh?
You said you would play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow.
No, I didn't. I did promise to go on a date with you.
Tomorrow? It's not even midnight yet. I kept my promise by staying home, so you need to keep your promise, Date.
Yeah.
Did you want something to drink?
No, sorry. I should be going.
What? Leaving already?
Yeah, I have some work to do.
Well, will you at least watch my stream at 1?
Stream?
She's streaming at 1 in the morning.
Don't you remember? I'm an internet idol.
And you're gonna stream online?
Yeah.
At 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
You're a young woman. You shouldn't stay up so late.
Oh, jeez, you sound like an old man.
Because he is an old man.
Dang, Iva.
It's fine. Today isn't for work, it's just a personal stream.
That's not the issue.
And tomorrow is Sunday.
The day isn't the issue either.
Anyway, please watch, okay? I'll ask you about it on tomorrow's date.
Fine.
Gosh, I don't want to stay up till 1 in the morning watching your stream. Get out of here, woman.
Date, I have been thinking. I am glad that nothing bad happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
Okay, guys, I'm not worried about Iris at this moment. Like I said, I think something just happened to her mom, and we're just totally glancing over that little detail. Kind of important. Like, she got a Nile message, and then she just kind of rushed out. Huh. Wonder what happened. I think she's involved. We saw her die in our Somnium. So, I think there's got to be some connection to the Somnium and reality in this game, as far as I'm aware, because it seems like they keep showing things in the dreams. And I mean, this whole game is the Somnium files. So we're talking about dreams. Like, they got to have some kind of connection. I'm just worried because we didn't do anything about the mom. I don't even think they really thought about it. Like, that would have been my first thought. Like, oh, frig, what's going on there, huh? Are we watching the stream? Nope, it's in the morning. We didn't even watch it. We're like, screw it. Talk to myself, the best option. Ah, what? You won't do it now, but you'll do it when you're alone, huh? Alright, let's let her know about the phone. I think that's first and foremost.
I asked HQ to look into it. They found a few things. First, the owner was Shoko Nadami.
Oh.
It was Shoko's phone?
Yes. Her face was registered in the phone's facial recognition authentication.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm guessing that was what she used to talk to this mystery person that told her to meet her there. Or to meet them there.
Who called the phone?
Sorry, we don't know that yet. They called from a burner phone. They didn't register a name.
I can make a deduction with this information. We know that the phone belonged to Shoko.
Right.
Whoever it was made their call at 9:02 p.m. after Shoko was killed. I believe we can make an assumption here.
The caller probably wasn't the murderer. Why would they call the phone of the person they just killed?
Maybe. But the culprit might have been trying to get Mizuki to call, so that they can bring her to the scene.
But then why hide the phone? They would have left it somewhere easier to find.
True.
That's a good point. Like I said, we have so much going on right now. I'm trying to piece it together, and it's like I don't think you're supposed to understand really necessarily all that happened, but in my mind, I like to have an idea. I like to have a theory, and it's just, I feel like there's just so much information, but like so little like definitive information, I guess. Like, we just have so much elements. Actually, I'm going to use that. We have so much elements to this case right now, but not enough information to really like piece all these elements together. Let's go at it in that sense. Alright, let's talk about Mizuki real quick.
She was returned to the hospital after the sync. She'll probably be hospitalized for a while.
Mizuki's phone is at home, Date. The GPS and Wi-Fi access point confirm this.
She went home by herself?
Possibly.
But why?
Unknown.
Are we not going to talk about that with the boss? I feel like that's kind of a big deal.
There's been no progress, as usual. The people at the main office are so incompetent.
I don't know. Am I the only one that feels like we're glancing over like important information, like the fact that Iris's mom went out, the fact that Mizuki's apparently at home right now when she's supposed to be at the hospital and be hospitalized for a while. Like, these are important details. These are people that are supposed to be one place and are another. I don't know. I feel like we're so focused on the case that we're like missing little details here.
The smartphone you brought in yesterday is still our only lead. Hopefully there'll be a breakthrough. About Renju.
Renju?
Yeah, what about him? We haven't heard from him.
Yesterday I told you he vanished after he was questioned.
That's correct.
We found him.
Where?
Central Hospital. He was brought there from a traffic accident. He's unconscious and it's not looking good.
Oh, guys, remember that radio? Remember there was that big accident? Okay, we connected these two because I was wondering where that comes in. This game, I feel like so far, doesn't give you a lot of information that isn't important in some way. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're getting all these elements to this case, and like they're all important. I feel like in some way we need to connect them. I feel like we're gonna go through this like string of just like pinning everything together. I'm just trying to figure out how all that stuff is connected, and that makes sense. Okay, so somebody, I have the feeling, was trying to get rid of him. Okay, that's kind of where I'm going with this. Somebody was trying to get rid of him.
Could it be?
Capitol Highway?
Oh, you heard about it?
We heard the report on the radio last night.
I can't believe it was about Renju.
So was he the one that was unconscious then? Is that what they were implying? That's more about Renju real quick.
Date, you should go talk to him. He is Shoko Nadami's former husband, after all. He might have some information.
But he's still asleep, isn't he?
Smack him across the face and wake him up.
Boss, that's not how that works. You can't just go to a hospital and slap somebody.
You're his friend, right? He'll understand.
Come on.
There's procedures for that. You don't just...
But either way, our mysterious caller is suspicious. Consider this. They did not register the phone under their real name. And also, they hung up as soon as Date mentioned he was a cop. And on top of that, they blocked Date's number and turned off the phone.
The blame lies entirely with Date. I suggest cutting his salary.
I'll cut your battery.
Got him.
Do it. I'll plug in somewhere.
Anyway, we have to identify the caller.
Freaking Iva's like, do it, you coward.
If you don't want your salary cut.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Iva if anything stands out to her real quick.
Date, you promised to go on a date with Iris yesterday. What exactly are you planning to do?
I like how we're like getting involved with Iris, like not really intentionally, but kind of. I feel like this is really bad for Oda. Oda's not gonna be happy about this because he simps over her hard.
What? Seriously?
It's a social date.
A man's promise is his bond. You absolutely must keep your word.
Have you ever heard of a white lie?
So, you're gonna act like it never happened.
That's not what I said. The day's not over yet. If I go see her and socialize for a bit, that's a date, right?
He's gonna go over there at 11:50, socialize for 10 minutes so she feels like she got some time with him. And he's like, oh, dear, it's midnight. Our date's over. See ya.
Oh, so you were not planning a real date then?
No, of course not.
If you say so.
You almost sound relieved, Iba.
Pardon?
Are you jealous?
Look at that smirk on her face.
Impossible! I could never be jealous of a silly little human like her.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Alright, let's get back on the topic here,
I
guys.
am watching the case file of Shoko Nadami as it is updated in real time. Currently, it appears as though there has been no significant progress. Hey Date, why not go to that bar you haven't been to in a while?
Bar?
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Is that where we met Reika? Mama runs Marble. She's an informant who just knows about everything there is about the criminal underground. Maybe she knows something. Oh, why haven't we done that yet? That's about Mizuki real quick.
There are many points of interest surrounding Mizuki,
I know, and I wish we could get more information out of her.
but we will need to speak with her directly.
What is it she has? Aphonia?
I hope she gets better soon.
Can't talk. I have 3 places to check. Central Hospital where Renju is. I don't know if he's in any condition to talk, but it might help. I could also go home and see Mizuki or get information from Mama at Marble.
Iba, let's move.
Roger that.
Perfect. We actually get choices now, guys. Yes, I'm so excited. This is what I was talking about just a little bit ago. I wanted to like be able to go on my own and kind of decide what I want to do. I'm wondering if there's an order to things. Like if I go to one place, then I have information when I go to the next. That'll help me, and if it matters which one I do it in. I kind of want to go to Marble first. Let's go to Marble first, and then we'll go to the other 2, because it seems like the other 2 are probably less likely to give me information, with her not talking, and then him possibly not even being awake. I'm not sure if the order matters, though. If the order did matter, I'd go to the other 2 first, because I feel like they're of the most importance. It seems like Mama's probably going to be there whenever.
Well, well, if it isn't Date!
Oh.
Long time no see. Is something wrong?
Why do you sound like a dude?
No, I just wanted to talk.
About Shoko Nadami, Ren's ex?
Sorry, I'm very distracted by this painting back here. Well, this person has like 2 arrows in them, and they're just stretching. It's like, yeah, just working out the hamstrings, you know. Ren meaning Renshu
You're as sharp as ever.
Okiura.
I saw it all on the news. How awful.
All right, Mama, what do you know? Actually, let's figure out what song this is.
Mama, my goodness. You've changed since I last saw you. You're such a square now.
Excuse me, that is a fridge.
How rude. Just kind of reading these quickly so you guys don't have to see me looking at every little thing. Duck woman's upper lip. That sounds like something I would not want to
This
eat.
is a painting of Saint Sebastian.
Saint
Saint
Sebastian.
Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
Oh, so he just got arrows fired into him. Great. That's lovely. Alright, let's start asking some questions here. Give me a glass of water.
That's unusual. Not a bourbon.
I'm working.
I drink at work all the time.
Yeah, but you're a bartender. You can do that.
We have very different occupations.
Nah,
It's
I agree.
kind of the same. I make people throw up. You make people throw up the truth.
Anyways.
I've been okay. How are you, Date, honey? I don't see you around here much anymore.
I've been busy.
You used to come all the time. You and Ren, grumbling over your glasses of bourbon. Laughing, drowning each other's sorrows, sometimes getting into arguments. One time it even became a real fight. You remember that?
Really?
Oh, yes.
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever.
Is that important?
He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
I want to ask more about that watch real quick.
Yeah, his favorite watch. He got it from his new lover. An anniversary gift. Oh, this was, of course, after the divorce. Ren was so happy. He showed it off to me. He's had that watch on him ever since.
Okay, I think that's an important detail. I'm curious if he'll have it on him when we go to the hospital. I think that's something we need to watch out for.
I have something, but I don't know how useful it will be.
No, tell me.
You know how Shoko was a representative of that investment company?
Yeah?
They were part of a massive fraud scheme.
Really?
That's right. And they were in bed with the Kumakuras, the Yakuza gang. So maybe...
The Kumakuras killed her?
I don't know for sure, but they were capable of it. Maybe Shoko did something to piss off the wrong people, and they punished her for it.
Yeah, I definitely think business is a likely scenario for someone to have a grudge against her in this case. I think that's good information. This is a bar called Marble in an alley called Golden Yokocho. She runs the place. We all call her Mama. She might be technically have the body of a man, but she's got a maiden's heart. She belongs to the pro-LGBT groups and alike. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured she was transgender. I mean, she kind of has the voice of a guy with the looks of a girl. I mean, you can kind of put two and two together. Mama spends her time running the bar, but she's also full of secrets and confidential information. Drunk people tend not to be too careful with secrets and rumors, you know how it is. So a place like this is perfect for gathering information. Whether there's politics, business, entertainment, even crime, Mama knows it all. Whenever I get stuck on an investigation, I come and see her. I think that's a
Shoko
good
was
source of
involved in
information.
illegal activities.
Yeah, I think that's likely.
Perhaps the rental phone was used for that purpose.
The Kumakuras. They have a relationship with Renju. I remember him telling me that.
Do you want to pay them a visit?
Yeah. I hope it won't cause problems.
Oh boy. So we can go see the Yakuza. Let's go do that. I actually am very curious about it. Let's do that before we discover anything else. I like how we just casually stroll in here.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Dang, we're just beating him up. What is this guy doing? He's
Sorry
trying to
for
pull
the
out a
late
gun.
introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh?
That is me. Wonder what kind of business they do in a Yakuza office.
So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
You have a weird smile, friend. Not that anybody in this game has a normal smile. I would say maybe Iris has the most normal smile of everybody.
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's Moma, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, Moma. I have a few things I want to ask you. 2 days ago at Bloom Park, a woman's corpse was found. Have you heard the name Shoko Nadami?
Sure have.
How?
Heard it on the news. The media is making a real fuss about this new serial killer. Can't help but hear about it.
The
If I
bronze
make
dragon.
a wish, will it come true?
That is not Shenron.
It's not Shenron. Dragon Ball Z reference. Interesting. Wonder what that dragon's holding though.
Ima, can you hack it?
I cannot. The power is off.
Yeah, that'd make it kind of hard, huh?
I got nothing to say to you.
Alright, that's fine.
There would be no point in talking to him and
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Last month's schedule's written on the board. Go to the zoo to see the pandas. The real important stuff here, guys. Gotta go see those pandas. Some kind of permit, the company motto. After 40, your toenails grow slower. Well, that's an interesting motto. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Walking near the window. Ooh, look at the tiger rug.
Big flying squirrel.
Dante, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. What do you mean, flying squirrel?
that is a tiger. Marvelous.
What?
Marvelous marvel.
Gosh, Ivan, you're just as dumb. Never mind. Yeah, everyone in this game is so dumb. Door to the next room. Okay, I think we've out investigated. Kumakura written on them. Shrine, a Shinto shrine. Ooh, there's another
I
dragon.
wish for panties.
Not the time,
I told
Dante.
you, that's not Shenron.
So dumb. Anyways. Alright. Let's finally talk to Momo and get some information here. Alright, let's not
Don't
jump
know
straight
nothing
into
about
the
her.
interrogations.
I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole. You need a lesson in manners?
Yeah, not from you, though. I freaking beat you up.
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
Why would he
But
do
Moma
that?
did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
I'm surprised this guy didn't say anything about that. I feel like that's kind of like an insult to him almost.
Fuck no. Why would we do that?
I don't know. You tell me. Why you guys have some kind of relationship with her? So that's about the investment prod now.
I have no idea what you're talking about, cop. You must have gotten some bad info.
Date, look at this. A thermograph from when you inquired about Shoko.
Body temperature rising. Red hot line.
It appears that way.
Interesting. We have like a built-in a built-in thermograph, huh?
How do I get him to cop to it?
Remove his fingernails one by one.
Oh. But that's a little bit of a step up, don't you think?
Not my style.
That's something these guys should be doing to us.
Blackmail him?
Blackmail?
Find his weakness and threaten him with it. Let's examine the room. Perhaps we may discover one of his secrets.
I already looked around the room. Let's look at the x-ray. He's an A-set fan. What the? Why is everyone in this game such simps? Oh
There's a
no.
hidden safe behind the crest.
There is something inside.
I recognize that. It's just like the one I saw at Matsushita Diner. An A-set figure.
Correct.
Oh my
Why
gosh.
is that there?
Everyone in this game.
Unknown. But perhaps.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a fan of A-set, would you?
What? Who's that?
A schoolgirl internet idol. You know what I'm talking about.
Think you can get away with talking to our boss like that? He's tough as bricks and hard as nails.
I love how this guy keeps chiming in, but he's just sitting over
Never
there.
being a pussy shit like that, you fucker.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's just still hunched over. Oh, frick. Water, shadow, spheres?
Shadows.
Threat! A silhouette! ASAP!
Oh, wait, frick. I think there's like an order to this.
Water.
Wait! Sweat! ASAP! ASAP, you bet!
Fears.
Upset? Regret? ASAP!
Just as I thought.
Boss? What's this?
Shut up! Don't look at me! Get out of here!
Oh, this
Did you
guy's
hear
down
me?
bad. He's so
I
down
said,
bad.
get the fuck out of here!
Yes, sir.
The fat one grabbed the skinny one and dragged him out.
I've got your secret now. If you don't want that to get out, you better answer my questions.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh boy, this absolute simp.
How did you know?
You're hiding an ASET figure in the safe.
How did you know that?
I have superpowers.
Yeah, sure.
I love how he just goes with that every time. Let's ask about Rohan real quick.
Rohan was my older brother.
Older brother? This dude looks like he's like your dad or your grandpa.
He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. But he's gone now.
A suicide.
Yeah, after breaking out of the hospital. Right. We do have connections with the investment company Shoko worked at.
A company that commits fraud.
No comment. Anyway, we never had any problems with Shoko. There'd be no reason for us to kill her. About 20 years back, both he and I were the new guys in the Ujisaki family.
The Ujisakis are above the Kumakuras in the hierarchy.
They're above, but now you guys are in the lower one. Why is that?
At the time, we were in a turf war with a rival gang. One day, one of their boys walks in here and beats my bro's face in with a metal bat. His vision's been fucked on the right side ever since. The doctors say he can still see, but it doesn't register. Like, he only eats food off the left side of his plate. And if he's drawing a picture or whatever, he only draws the left side.
Date, a question for Moma. Is Rohan left-handed?
Why?
Just ask him, please.
Okay, sure, I can ask that.
Yeah, he was.
Confirmed. Rohan must suffer from hemispatial neglect on his right side. As you are aware, the brain is divided into what is called the right brain and left brain.
Okay, yeah.
One side develops into the superior hemisphere, responsible for language and higher functions. The other side controls spatial recognition ability. In most people, the superior hemisphere is the left brain. In roughly 1/3 of the population, the right brain is the superior hemisphere. This is often linked to left-handedness.
Interesting. So if the right side of your brain is superior, then you're gonna be left-handed. Interesting.
Moma just confirmed that Rohan was left-handed. From this, we can conclude that his right brain was his superior hemisphere, and his left brain was the inferior hemisphere.
Rohan suffered a beating on the left side of his head. That must have damaged his left brain. That caused him to lose his spatial cognitive ability.
Wow, the human brain is fascinating. I would never know anything about that. That's really complicated.
Anyway, after getting the shit beaten out of him, he changed, man. He became cold-blooded. I'm talking ruthless. One time, we captured some street bosses from a rival gang. Bro grabbed him by the big toe and took a potato peeler to him. From the toe to the thigh.
Ew.
Totally blank expression. Like he was scraping bonito flake. Anyway, sick fuckers like that always end up running the world, don't they? He started climbing the ranks, and eventually he was taken in by the Ujisaki family boss. The Ujisakis decided to make him head of our gang, and that's how we became the Kumakuras.
Okay, interesting.
About 6 years ago, I remember him telling me about something big. Some threat to the Kumakuras that could bring us all down. He didn't give me the details, but I figured it was something from his past coming back to bite him in the ass, you know? Anyway, his plan was to handle his shit internally. Didn't want too many people knowing about it. But whatever he planned didn't work. When the chips were down, he decided to handle it himself. He ended up shooting some guy in his house. A few days later, the cops busted him. Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder. It was determined that he was insane at the time. Maybe they were right, you know? His head's been getting worse and worse for the past 20 years. He gets relapses and all that. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor.
Okay, I want to know, how does this factor into what's going on here, though?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Okay, that's good to know.
The Kumakuras appear to be unrelated to the investigation.
It was still worth it just to find out Moma is an ASEN fan.
Really?
That information might come in handy later.
Yeah, I think that will, to blackmail him with.
Let's go somewhere else, Iva. We got what we needed here.
Okay, interesting. I still feel like there was, there's gotta be some kind of connection with this. I feel like this, like I said, this game isn't one to just throw useless information at you. I feel like there's generally a purpose behind it. So we can either go back home or we can go to the hospital. I think the hospital should be last. I think Renju would probably need as much time as possible before we go see him. I kind of want to figure out what Mizuki's doing home early, though. She's not really supposed to be back yet, according to the boss. So this is the Date residence.
Hitomi Sagan, Iris's mother.
The hell is going on here? Why is she lifting weights and why is she here? Hold up, what is going on? I'm lost. So lost. Anyways, though, this is going to be next episode because I feel like there's some juicy stuff going on here that I want to figure out. Like, why the frick is she at our house? Why is our... I was about to say sister, she's not a sister. Why the frick is Mizuki lifting weights? Anyways, I think this will be an entertaining next episode, so we'll go ahead and end it here, and hopefully we'll get some more answers. I feel like like I said, we just keep getting more questions. We keep getting more information that just is kind of like, it's like we're throwing ingredients into a pot, but we're not like boiling it yet. We're not stirring it. We're not really getting it cooking as fast as I would like. And I'm curious to see how we're gonna start putting things together. Anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm very curious to know what's going on here. I'm enjoying this game. The pacing is certainly interesting. I feel like the more I play, the more it's going to make sense. So that's kind of what I'm going with right now. And I'm just kind of enjoying the ride. Apparently, a lot of people are simps in this game. That's what I've learned so far. That's the definite fact that we've established. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next episode. Have a good one.